Hello.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum sister. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, sir. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so actually, I was like, asking about this performance of Yasmin. Like, what's your feedback regarding her performance? And apart from that, I actually need to discuss a bit more about our upcoming plans, which we are going to work upon in upcoming days. So for that thing, I actually called you. So yep.
We had school interview with a science teacher at school. Yeah, we asked them because Yasmin wished to become a doctor. And then, during the appointment, I asked the science teacher, Yasmin science teacher, we said we have online class for math and
sun and then stars and the thunder.
Yep. Okay, so there they have these I have jotted some of the points or some of the sources you can say of the light, okay, and then you do have some of the artificial sources of light, which are basically the man-made and they don't exist naturally. They are okay. So it's going to be from the things which we have studied so far. Okay.
Okay.
So I guess even do you have any question?
No.
No? Okay. So share me the pictures and the time is up. So see you in the next class.
Okay.
And best of luck for your paper, okay? So you have to do a good preparation. The paper is going to be difficult. Okay, take care. Allah Hafiz.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum sister. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, sir. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so actually I was asking about this performance of Yasmin. What's your feedback regarding her performance? And apart from that, I actually need to discuss a bit more about our upcoming plans, which we are going to work upon in upcoming days. So for that thing, I actually called you. So yep. Can you please tell me if you feel like there is anything you want to share?
Sister, we very happy from the global link. Now it's almost 4 years. My kids studying subject classes with the global link because they starting for more than 3 years math. Now they start English and especially the science class because recently we had school interview with a science teacher at school. Yeah, we asked them because Yasmin wished to become a doctor. And then, during the appointment, I asked the science teacher, Yasmin science teacher, we said we have online class for math and which subject is very important to become a doctor. She said, yeah, it's science, it's good. She said, she gave me advice, if you join your daughter to science class, she will improve more. For example, she in grade 7 and the science level will be in grade 8 or 9. That will go to make her ahead and more active. It's very helpful. I said yes, okay. Then I decided to join. I think it's maybe 7 months now. Yeah, Yasmin have class with you. She always understand you. I always ask her And every month when the supervisor sent you get test from Yasmin, the result is we very happy, and she never complained about science teacher, and she very happy. And thank you today for asking me come to Yasmin class. If you have some concern, our site is, for example, give from 5 star, we give 5. And then now, what you recommend? Because Yasmin is just finished year 7, and yet in the 1st of February she will go start grade 8. And yeah, what you want to say?
Okay, yeah, that's it. And as far as her performance is concerned, okay, we have already worked upon the chemical part, the physical part, and of course, there are the portions, okay. So the half of the portions they are being done, and the rest, like in upcoming days, hopefully we will be working upon the rest of the curriculum, and inshallah we will I'll make it I'll try to make it. And apart from that, as I said before, that she is going to have her monthly test too, okay, and we will see I will analyze her performance in the test, and then we will see and we will work upon the areas where she is lacking, right? So this is it. And and if you feel like there is something if you feel like if there is any thing you want to discuss about the resources, if you're not happy about anything, you can feel free to ask, okay. So this is it, and thank you so much for your time. And yep, so if you want to add anything you can, and otherwise if it's done, then I actually need to continue with the class.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say, and also recording the video for our audience. And now I ask you to have class with Yasmin, and
Okay,
I will record the video, and our audience, if they wants to their kids join to Global Link, and we just want to make a short video during the class, and then our audience have a look at the way the Global Link is teach, and the teacher is how strong, how helpful. Maybe that will and helpful. And also now we're trying to ask to Yasmin, because in front of the camera is not easy to do task, and I hope the Yasmin do today very good, and and if she do good work, that will be helpful in the future. It's she will inshallah more confidence, because all the time the first thing is especially communication and talking, and that stuff is very important.
Yes, sir, you're right.
Yeah, okay, sister.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Yeah, Yasmin want to have
Thank you. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, Yasmin, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so have you joined the board?
Yeah, I'm joining now.
Okay, can you hear me properly?
Yeah.
Okay, so now coming towards the board there. Firstly, we are just going to have a recap of the things, okay? The things which we studied, which we discussed in our, the last class. Okay, so can you give me the sum of points? Can you tell me what we discussed yesterday? Even no matter, just see the board. It's a recap of the things, and we are going to recap, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so come here. We actually had a discussion about this, the types of waves, right? We discussed some of the questions regarding the transfers of waves. Is that so?
Yeah.
Okay. So then thereafter we also discussed about the sound waves, right? We basically what the sound is, and then we had a discussion about the laws of the reflection of the sound, and then we also discussed about the some real time, like there's applications of the reflection of a sound. So do you have any question regarding this previous chapter?
No.
No? All good?
Yeah.
If you don't have a question, then of course I'm going to ask a question. So you don't want to ask any question?
Not really.
Okay, so should I?
Yeah.
Okay, so yep. Can you tell me about the reflection of a sound? The laws of the reflection of sound, and how this reflection of sound is holding real-time applications. First, talk about the laws of the reflection of sound. Firstly, tell me what's a reflection is, like what is meant by the sound reflection.
Angle reflection sound. The angle of reflection is always equal to the angle of incidence.
Yep. So this basically the laws of the law of the reflection of the sound, right? I'm asking you what the sound reflection is, or when it occurs. When the sound reflection occurs.
When an incident ray gets in contact with the mirror.
Okay, so. Okay, let me tell you this thing that as far as this sound reflection is concerned, okay, the sound reflection, it occurs when a sound wave is going to bounce back from the surface. Okay, it's going to bounce back from a solid surface or a liquid surface. So that's when the sound reflection it occurs, right? Okay, and apart from that, if you talk about the laws of the reflection of sound, we discussed this thing that in the laws of reflection of the sound, they are talking about the angle of reflection. They have this discussion about the angle of incidence, right? So the angle of reflection, which is basically the angle formed by this the reflected angle, is basically equal to the angle of incidence there, right? So this is the very first law of the reflection of sound. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, and apart from that, we discussed about some of these applications, like the echo. Echo is basically it's the basic phenomena, or the the example, the real time example in which there is this reflection of the sound, it takes place. Okay, and we even discussed about this, how this echo is basically used by by bass, or even it's how is this principle is basically used in the process of this sonar. We discussed about sonar. Do you remember about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the sonar, what's basically is basically used is for the detection, okay, and the location of unseen underwater objects, or even the submarine, or the things which basically they think we usually use this principle over there, right? And apart from there is this megaphone, soundboard. Soundboard is basically used in the halls in which there is going to be the large audience, okay? So they are going to use this soundboard, and that's how they are going to the reflection of sound, it works. Okay, now going on with the next thing. The next thing which we have is it's about light. Firstly, talking about we had a discussion about energy. Basically, what's an energy is? Can you tell me what's an energy?
Is this the one that a disturbance in?
I'm not talking about a wave.
Oh, right.
Yeah, energy.
The ability to do work.
Yes. Okay, so that's the energy. Okay, as far as this light energy is concerned, okay, so there you can see this thing there. I have what you can call pasted a definition for it too. Okay, so like it's defining that thing that the light is a form of energy. Okay, and it travels in a straight line, or even it like for example, if you can say there is like it can move through a vacuum, right? And apart from that, we even have discussed about that what type of wave the light is. Can you tell me what type of wave light is?
Mechanical.
Yep. Okay. And apart from that, if you talk about this, the uses or the important points of this light energy. Okay, so there are these some of the important points. Can you see these important points?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one, can you read out the first point there so that you can?
Light is the form of energy. Light can travel through a vacuum.
Okay. And what's the speed of this they have mentioned?
Light can travel the speed of 3 multiplied 108.
It's 10 power 8. Yeah, 10 power 8 meter per second. Okay, and apart from that, if you talk about the they have mentioned about some of the sources of light. Okay, so of course there are going to be two sources of the light. Even the first one is it's going to talk about the natural sources of light. Okay, and the next one is it's talking about the artificial source of light. So you do know that how we are going to get this natural natural light, right? What are some of the natural sources of light?
The sun, and then stars and the thunder.
Yep. Okay, so there they have these I have jotted some of the points or some of the sources you can say of the light. Okay, and then you do have some of the artificial sources of light, which are basically the man-made and they don't exist naturally. They are basically artificial sources. Okay, and there you do have the bulb, the candle, LED. These are some of the examples of artificial sources of light. Okay, and then talking about the next thing, do you have any idea about transparent or opaque or translucent? Yep. Have you heard these names before?
No.
Okay. So, talking about this thing, if you can see, there are these some of the what you can call some of the mediums through which the light can pass. Okay, so the first one is the transparent medium. Okay, so in the medium, the transparent are the ones through which the light can pass completely. Okay, so transparent. Okay, so they through them the light it can pass completely. So they are known as the transparent ones. Okay, for example, we do have the example of a water. Okay, and we do have some other examples which I have jotted on the concept board. Okay, the light it's able to pass completely. They are known as the transparent ones. Okay, whereas if you talk about the second one, that's basically the translucent. Okay, so the translucent medium through this is what happens which light can pass partially. What do you know what it meant by partially? Partial, half. Partially. Okay, so not completely, half you can say. That's the partial, like the half. Okay, so the translucent, the second one is the translucent. In the translucent, what happens, the medium is the translucent medium, through this the light can pass partially. Okay, and there are some of the examples in which the light can pass partially. For example, you have butter pepper, and then apart from that you do have a soap water, right? The soap water, it's the light, it can pass partially, right? And then the next one is you do have a opaque medium. Okay, so in the opaque, they basically it's the medium through which light cannot pass. Okay, so they basically hinder the light. Okay, so they can't they are not able to pass the light. Okay, and for example, there are something like the formation of shadows. Okay, so when what happens when light isn't able to pass through? So how the shadow it forms the shadows, right? And these what do you think? Which type of the objects they are going to form the shadow? Is it the opaque medium, or is it the translucent medium, or is it the transparent medium? The next thing, just share me the pictures of the pages, okay? So that we can clearly thoroughly go through the points too.
Okay.
So that will even help you a lot too, right? That it will be easy for your final exam, even though, right? Okay, so share that pictures, and apart from that, the reminder, you do have your paper on 30th. Okay, so the paper is going to be from all of the things which we have studied so far. Whether it's related to the cell, or whether is it going to be related to the rest of the energy things, or whether is it going to be related to the velocity, the acceleration, and yep, we had a lot of discussions. Okay, so it's going to be from the things which we have studied so far. Okay.
Okay.
So I guess even do you have any question?
No.
No? Okay. So share me the pictures, and the time is up. So see you in the next class.
Okay.
And best of luck for your paper, okay? So you have to do a good preparation. The paper is going to be difficult. Okay, take care. Love it.
Bye.